Hey guys, welcome back to the process. In today's video, we have our March of 2021 CGC graded card submission that has finally come back. This is the portion of the submission that I did get subgrades on. Unfortunately, CGC did not put the subgrades onto my cards like they were supposed to. It was kind of an interesting box to open, expecting all these cards to have subgrades on them, and they forgot to put the subgrades on them. I actually contacted CGC regarding this. I requested them to refund the amount that I paid for the cards that did not belong to me, because I did have to refund the people who paid me to send in a few of their cards. They basically told me to kick rocks and that they were not going to refund me any money whatsoever, that they had already performed a service for me and that I had to pay for it. Even though it was the wrong service, I still had to pay for it. It was kind of silly. It's just kind of unfortunate as well. Let's go ahead and get into the cards. The first one is this Eevee Snorlax GX. This is the Tag Bolt Booster Box promo card. I've been trying to get this in a CGC 10 for a really long time now. I wanted to get this one with subgrades just to see what they're marking off on, because honestly these cards look perfect. All that dust there you see that's all it is just dust on the slab. Beautiful card. Not really sure why I cannot get a single CGC 10. All the ones that I've been sending in, they look perfect. At least with those Eevee Snorlax GX cards. The next card we have is the Venusaur Snivy GX. This is from Remix Bout. This is a secret rare alt art card. Very, very nice. The last copy of this actually sold for approximately $45. It's not a crazy valuable card, but it's still very, very cool. This is probably one of my favorite cards in the whole set. Go ahead and get into the next one. We do have 22 cards total. We have a Pokey Kid. This was actually pulled on a live stream by one of our members, and it did come back a Gem Mint 9.5 from Shining Fates. Really nice looking card. Looks like it could have just been the centering on the front of this card that held that back, because other than the centering, this looks really good. Let me know what your guys' favorite card is out of this submission that we pulled tonight. All right, let's get into the next card. We have a Tapufini GX. This is from Hidden Fates, Shiny Vault number 92 out of 94. Very nice gold card. Man, that looks so good. We got it in a Mint 9. The last copy of this sold for approximately $40. Not super valuable, but this is a really cool card, and I think long term all of the Hidden Fates stuff is going to end up going way up. Man, that looks good. All of these cards should have had subgrades on them. Unfortunately, like I said, CGC did forget. We got the really nice copy of Pikachu V here. Last copy of this, and it was CGC Mint 9, sold for $70. There's some more listings that are up for a little bit higher, but actual sold listings, it did go for $70 as the last sold price. Looks like that white dot right there is actually on the card and not on the case, and it looks like that could have been what held it back. It's actually a pretty large scuff there. I'm really surprised that this got a Mint 9 with that big of a scuff on it. Pretty cool card there. Pikachu V full art. Very nice. The next card that we have here is the Grimmsnarl V. Another Shining Fates card. I do believe that this was pulled on live stream as well. And since I already had the card, they just wanted to go ahead and send it in for grading. Whenever we sent all these cards in, CGC was still only charging $9 for bulk, and then $15 total. I'm sorry, $14 total. They did $9 for the grading and then $5 for subgrades. And that's what we sent a lot of these in at, is at that bulk price. I don't think we would send in a lot of these cards at the $25 price. This is one of my cards. Oh man, CGC got me on something with this one. Got the Articuno GX from Hidden Fates. All right, we have to find out why this card is a 5.5. Let me clean off this cardboard dust here, and we are going to inspect this one very closely and see what happened. I did inspect all these before I sent them in. That's why I got this one with subgrades. Really surprised that this got a low grade, because I inspected these very thoroughly before I sent them in. So let's get all that dust off of there. Still quite a bit of dust. It's the only bad part about your CGC cards is you really got to clean them whenever you get them in. All right, guys, let me know if you see anything on this card. Let's get those corners and the edges. Surface and the centering. I am not seeing anything wrong with this card. Oh, there it is right there. Looks like somebody with some... I would have seen that before I sent it in. That's interesting. There's like a little bitty black mark right there. And that definitely was not there whenever I sent this card in. I would have noticed that before I sent it in. Inside of the case, it kind of reflects. If this card was not in the case, that would be very, very noticeable. That's unfortunate. Definitely the surface that got brought down on that, because the centering and everything like that was really, really good. Still a really cool card. One of my favorite cards of all time. I'm not sure what happened there. I could have overlooked it. I'm not sure though. Mewtwo EX, this was a card I honestly thought had a shot at getting a 9.5 or higher. Whenever I sent this in, to me it looked absolutely perfect. Minus the centering on the front. I guess the centering on the front kind of held it back. Other than that, this is a really good shaped card. Last copy of this sold for approximately, let me get my list here. The last copy of this Mewtwo EX sold for $45. And that 8.5, it really, really brings down the value on it. Still a really, really nice card. That'll go in my personal collection. Let's go ahead and get the next one. All right, we have another Articuno GX. This one came back in a Mint 9. A Mint 9 copy of this. Last sold for approximately $50. The raw value on this card has come down to right around $17 to $20. So with the graded value being $50, right now you can grade this card for a profit if you can get it in decent condition, which is really, really cool. That case has a really big scuff on it. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. CGC, this order is a hot mess. Unfortunately, with the forgetting my subgrades, scuffing up my cases, it's crazy, man. All right, we have a Vivid Voltage pre-release Charizard. This is a really, really cool card. We came back in Mint 9. Sword and Shield promo number 66. That's a good looking card. There's a little bit of whitening right there in the corner. I did see that before I sent it in, but I just wanted to get this card into a slab. Very, very nice card. The last CGC Mint 9 of this sold for $90, so it's still a pretty high value card. All right, our next card, we do have the Pikachu and Mimikyu Black Star promo. This is from the Team Up blister packs. These were sent in by a member of the community who just really wanted to get these into a slab. Value on these is right around $35 to $40. It's still pretty high. The single card raw value is really, really high on these. Very, very nice card. There's a little bit of whitening in the corner there. I'm sure that's what it held it back from something higher than an 8.5. Very, very nice. Let me know what you guys think of that Mewtwo and Mimikyu Hollow promo card. That's really cool in my opinion. All right, we have the gold card, Team Up Electrocharger. We did get a 9.5 on this one. This one looked really, really good before I sent it in. Just the centering was a tad off, and that's basically the only thing that was wrong with this. Other than that, it was crispy, crispy clean, and that's why I wanted to get subgrades on it. I kind of wanted to see how they would do this shifted down to the left and right centering. It's just barely off, but I'm sure that's what held it back from getting a possible 10, because everything else on that card was absolutely perfect. But we'll never know because they did not put the subgrades on them. Last sold value of an Electrocharger and a CGC Gym Mint 9.5 was approximately $35. It's not crazy valuable, but it was such a perfect card. I just really wanted to get it graded to see what would happen. All right, let's go into the next card. We have the Darkness Ablaze Scizor V Max Rainbow Rare. Unfortunately, Rainbow Rare cards have kind of tanked in value. Even though they're one of the rarest cards in a set, people just really like the full art versions better. The last sold copy of this in a mint to near mint 8.5 was approximately, let me look at my list. I know it wasn't very high, $40. So it's not crazy high. You would actually lose money grading this with subgrades right now from its raw value plus the grading fee. Really cool card though, in my opinion. Will look really good in the personal collection. All right, our next card. Ah, so close. Gym Mint 9.5. This is why I got subgrades on these, because I really wanted to see what was holding these cards back. This was a really good condition card. I really thought this had a shot at a 10. I've been trying to get any sort of Articuno card and a CGC 10. I do not have one. Beautiful card there. Gem Mint 9.5. The last sold copy of this actually went for a decent amount. It was right around $70. And you could pick up this card in its raw state for approximately $5. So even if you graded it now with subgrades, you spend the $25 to grade it, plus the $5 card, and then it's got a value of $60 or more. That's doubling your money on grading cards, which is really, really hard to do right now because there's just so many people doing it. All right, let's get into the next card. We have the Full Art Leon from Vivid Voltage. Let me get all that cardboard dust off there. Got to clean it up a little bit. It's a really good looking card. Got a mint 9. This Full Art Leon card recently sold for $45 in a mint 9. That's pretty off-centered. I think we got really lucky on that mint 9. I think it could have been brought up by just how clean the rest of the card is, because I've had cards get 8.5 and 8 centering that look like this. So not the best centering on the front there, but other than that, the card looks really, really good. A lot of really good cards in this submission tonight. Let's put this Articuno in the background over here. That's an awesome card. Let's look at that the rest of the video. Coming down to it, we're about halfway through. We do have an EVV Max. Like I said, these were sent back when Shining Fates first released, and this was sent by a member who just really likes EV. Value on this is maybe $20. If you were to grade this with subgrades right now, you would definitely be losing money. Did come back in a mint 9. That's such a cool card, though. If that was not a promo card that came inside of all the Elite Trainer boxes, I think the value on this would be pretty high, just because it is really, really cool. All right, let's get into the next card. I think we got about 5 or 6 cards left. We do have the Mimikyu Team Up holographic card. This does go with the Pikachu one. Really, really cool looking card. Got the Morlo in the background there, kind of hiding out. This is a really cool card. The raw value on this has been going up pretty steadily. Sun and Moon promo, 163. Last sold copy of this sold for $40. There's actually a really nice swirl right there. You guys see that on the edge over here? Really, really nice card. This is a box fresh opening. That's why there's all that cardboard dust on the card still. I haven't had a chance to clean them up and get them packed up into our team bags or our graded card bags. Really nice Toxicity V Max here. Last sold copy of this sold for approximately $30. It's not a crazy high value card. There's just so many of them. I think the raw value on this card is like $2 now. It's crazy low. Just so many of them out there. They printed Shining Fates like crazy, which is awesome because whenever it first came out, it was still really, really hard to get. Really, really nice Toxicity there. Let's see. This is the most valuable card from the submission. We have the Tag Team GX Tag All-Stars Greens Exploration with the Squirtle in a Gem Mint 9.5. I really wanted subgrades on this one. This card looked perfect to me. All that cardboard dust looking like it's got whitening on it, but in reality, it's just the cardboard dust. I really want to know what held this down to a 9.5 because this looked perfect. Maybe the centering, a little bit off, but so close. So close. Could have all had all 10s and then a 9.5 centering and still would have got that 10. Last sold copy of this, sold copy was $330 in a Gem Mint 9.5. There's a whole lot of these listed at over $500 on eBay right now, but none of those have sold, so the value on it is still right around $330. There's been multiple sales at that price. Really, really good card. Really high value card. This is the most expensive card in the whole set. All right, let's go into the next card. Do have another Pokey Kid, another Gem Mint 9.5. We pulled a whole bunch of these whenever we were opening up Shining Fates when it first released. Really, really nice cards here. It's really cool that both of them came back at 9.5 out of packs we pulled live. All right, guys, we got 2 cards left. We got a shiny Ditto V. This is one of the least valuable cards in the whole submission, but this is probably my favorite card from Shining Fates. The Shiny Vault Shining Ditto V card. I just really like this. It's really cool, and this is going to be a well-loved card. It's my favorite card from Shining Fates. Even more, I like this card even more than the Charizard, anything else in that set. And our last card, Blastoise V Max. I was really thinking we could get a 10 on this. That's why I got subgrades on it. I really, really wanted to see what was holding these cards back. Really good centering. The card was basically flawless. No whitening, no scuffs, no scratches. Still came back a gem at 9.5. This is like the 9th one of these that I've got back at a 9.5, and I have not got a single CGC 10. It's crazy, guys. It's absolutely crazy. Really, really fun submission. Like I mentioned before, these were all supposed to have subgrades on them, and unfortunately, CGC forgot to put the subgrades on them. So we're just going to keep them like they are and just move on with it. Really, really nice Greens Exploration card. This is probably the coolest card from the whole submission. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, what your favorite card was from this submission. Do you guys like the Greens Exploration? Do you guys like the Articuno cards? Do you guys like the full art Pikachu? A lot of really cool cards, even the promo Charizard there. Let me know down in the comments. I do really, really appreciate you checking out my video today, and I really hope to see you guys in the next one.